Hello everybody. It's day 2 of making art books. And we're still on the making paper. Hey everyone. Look, just to let you know, it's me, myself, and I doing this in my studio on Bainbridge Island. So I am not a tech person. So the greatest stress I might have is something going wrong on tech. I don't mind at all going live because this is what I do in the Art with Adele Academy. I just get started and then whatever happens, happens. So I wanted to recap a little bit about what this project is about. Yesterday, we made patterns. We focused on creating patterns. Here are some of the ones that I did yesterday and you did with me, and I hope that you do tons more. I want to go through these because I want to explain a couple things. All this is all we did. This is a leftover piece of collage paper. Let's see. There's so much to always show you. These are the books that we will put together. I'm going to show you on Thursday, day 4, how to actually put these together. And then on Friday, we're going to add little things like this and extension things like this. And I wanted to show you, this is my stack of like little pieces from the books that I made, these books. So we're going to want to keep all these things. And we add this here, we add this there. It's kind of like doing a painting. Because you have a big space like this, and then you form shapes and you do different things to cut it up. So anyway, that's what these are. That's where these are. And I'm going to keep them over here. Actually, I'm going to put them over here because we're not doing that yet. And we got our inspiration from this book that I made, and I show the people in the Art with Adele Academy exactly how to make these books. And you collect images. I collected images on Pinterest, I downloaded them, and then I put them all in a book. And I must have 30 of these. Everyone is focused on something different. This one was patterns. So I'm going to put this one aside, and this is what we're going to do today. We're going to do prompts, where I have, again, this is something I created for the Art with Adele Academy. And I have several videos on doing this on large paintings, but you can do it anytime, anywhere in your sketchbook, or like we're going to do today. And I just had a list of these prompts, and then I laminated them and cut them up because anything, including my clothes, is going to get paint on it. So that's what we're going to do or focus on today. And I wanted to show you a little bit, and I keep these aside, and I might look through some of these. If I get stumped and just don't have any idea of what, either a pattern or the prompt, what to do, I go back in here and take a look like, oh, I like this, or oh, I like this mark, and I like this mark. See, this one was one of those pieces that we're going to add. So I'm going to put this over here, and this over here. Oh, and by the way, I want to show you, you don't need a whole lot of papers to make a book at least this size. It's not as much as you think. This is 1, this is 2, I just cut it. So that's 2, this is 3, this one was just a small one, so that's 4, and this is 5. So they're really just like 5 that you need. You can do more, or you could do multiple ones of this and put them all together, but you don't need a lot. So you can come out with, from doing all these all week, you'll come out with lots of little books, or you can put them together and make a big book. But the other thing too is that you're not going to love every single one of these pieces that you did. So, but the whole point of these is just to collect ideas. And this is one of the ones that I did yesterday, and I wanted to show you what I did after we went live. Is I looked at each one of these, and if I felt like I needed to, I turned it over and just painted the back. a different color because I like different colors. Because what we're going to do today is, like for instance, we're going to grab a prompt and say this is horizontal line. Well, I wanted something besides just the regular background of this to respond to the prompt. So I wanted to show you. I did this one. I didn't do the back of this one, but some of these, like this one, I just painted it from Titan Buff. So we have that to work on. This, you can see, I painted the back of it, this yellow ochre, and a lot of the paint, like, you know, is messy, kind of. It was like I'm painted on this white here, and it went like this, and it picked up over here. Now, that does not bother me. If it bothers you, then you can go back later and maybe get rid of it, like paint this white or what have you. But personally, I like things that have a history. I do not want them to be exactly right. But if you need to do that, then go ahead and do that. And this, just by the way, this was regular printer paper. This one was on construction paper, regular construction paper. And some of it went through to the back, which I don't really mind. But again, I wanted to paint it. You can kind of see through it a little bit, but I wanted a solid background. So if you're doing this and you're using markers or you're using something that when you turn it over, you can see through it and you don't want that, just paint over it. Here is a printer paper one that we did. I did not paint on the back. I like just the white. This one was one of the patterns, and I ended up painting it like a dark gray. So we're going to have a lot of fun stuff today because I want you to do both front and back of the papers. And let me show you an example. Like, see this one, this was one piece, and then on the back, I did this. So this was on the front, and on the back, I did this. So you don't have to do that, but it really makes it really interesting. So I painted this one on the back. This is just newsprint. This one is a manila folder, and I did not paint anything on the back. This one, a manila folder, same. And this one is just a cutout of paper bag. And I love the bag. Didn't paint anything on this one. So I have all these things. I'm going to start by just putting all of this over like this, because this is going to be my stack that I'm going to work on today. I don't know if I'll get to all of it, but I'm not going to do this one. So I'm going to put this one aside because I like to keep those thin ones just without anything on the back. This one and this one. Oh my goodness, they're a lot. And just to let you know, I'm going to show you what else I did. This is some of the other ones. I did, let me put this right here. I did some more just kind of to have. This one, because I want to show you some techniques that you might not have thought about. This one is, well, I got to put this aside to show you this technique. This is so cool. I'm going to do this first. So I'm going to put this here. This was one that, just another collage piece, and I painted it blue on the back. So I'll do that. This one was just a newsprint, and I didn't have a lot of red, so I just did red and white stripes. So I'll do that. This one is brown paper, and yes, I have that on there, but I did a two-tone, so I did that. This one, I just had, this is a new, what do you call this one? A real red printer paper. And so I have that. And this one is printer paper, but I'm going to do, let's see. This one, I'm going to do the prompts on the ones like this. Now, this one already has this, so I'm going to do the prompts this way. So I have a lot to do today, as do you. I hope you just start, and once you start this, just keep going and keep going and keep going. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Let's see which one I want to do it on. I'm going to do it on this, and I'll do it on white. I'm not going to even look at, okay, I did look at what was on the back, but this, let me show you how to do this. This is very cool. So, and this one, with this, I'm going to use saran wrap. Oh, and before we get started, hashtag art with Adele book. I see that some of you all started to put your papers on there, and they're so inspiring, but please, please, just as many as you can, even if it's one piece of paper. We all are looking at hashtag art with Adele book. So I'll remind you at the end, but let's do this. This is what I did. I just kind of sprinkled it like this. This is white. And so I just did that, just thin. I didn't press hard with that. And then I'm going to come out with this, pull this over and just let it go down and then flatten it out. Now, if you're in Art with Adele Academy, you know how to do this, and you see me do this all the time. But look how cool. Look how fabulous. So let me tear that off, and that one I'm going to put over here. I might do something there. Let's see. So that is our first one of the day. Now, let's see. How about this one? Okay, this is black, and you know, when I take a look at these, do I want it the same? No, I like kind of did the marks. I might do this kind of mark on the inside. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, which piece of, what am I going to use here? I think I'll use, I'm going to use the Shocking Orange. And just so you know, oh, wow, this is a tough one. This does not bother me. You can paint the whole thing a color if you want, but I like these things. Once you put your book together, you can even, if you don't like it, you can paste something over it. So I'm just going to do this. And just doing this, I see that, okay, it's not showing up a whole lot, which is not too contrasty, and I kind of like that, but I'm going to go over it. It just gave me an idea to go over it with something else. So what would be, oh, this goes over here. Oh, I think a black, how about a Mark-a-Lot? Mark-a-Lot. I'm going to do a red one. I'm going to do a red, and I'm just going to go around it. And just think of all the things you can do with these. And again, if you don't like it, you can either use one half of the side or not. But just be as playful and wild and bold as you can. So that one's done. Okay, put that aside. Now, let's start with these prompts. Okay, let's see. And you can interpret these any way you want. Okay, this says something bright. Well, we don't have any problem with something bright because I have a lot of neon. I've got to remember these watercolors. So something bright. Oh, this is blue. So I might do this Mark-a-Lot in bright orange. I'm going to first put it here. That's not too bright. Not bright enough for me. Let me see if, oh, the fluorescent. Yep, that's bright enough. Something bright. So what do I want? I'm going to do a line like this. All throughout the whole thing. And go outside of it. I like going off the page because it just makes the line way more interesting. So do I want to put inside, outside? There we go. I love that. Look at that. Okay? Okay. See, it's just simple and easy. Let's see what's on the other side. It doesn't matter. You won't know till the very end, till we're putting everything together about these. So don't make any judgments. If you come out with something you really like, oh, I hate that. Okay. You know, I think what I might do is put one of these. This is a palette. I might put one of these down just to see if it, you know, I'm going to put these over here just to protect the, you know, underneath for this. So this, do I want to add, you can do all of them something bright. Actually, I'll put this up here. Do I want to do all of them something bright? Do I want to not? Do I want to put something bright? You know what? I think I'm going to do another one. What else? Paint with non-dominant hand. Oh, goodness. Those of you who are in Art with Adele Academy know I did several videos on paint with your non-dominant hand. So I am actually going to, I'm going to do white on this, white over this. So it'll be kind of subtle. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to paint with my non-dominant hand. So I am right-handed, so I'm going to paint with this with my left hand. And I'm going to hold it back here because I like the marks that I get that aren't so controlled. Okay? I think what I'll try to do is make some kind of circle so it looks I have somewhere. But I paint a lot with my non-dominant hand, so I'm getting better at doing this. Okay, let's see what that means. Okay, I'm going to do this. Again, try to go off the page. Love this. Oh, and by the way, I'm in an industrial park, my studio. So you might hear other people. It's an artist studio space. There are other people around. There might be machinery. Who knows what. But you know what? This is the thing. Don't let anything stop you. If something happens, okay, there you go. So I like this, but it gave me another idea. I'm going to fill in something in these. And I like simplicity in these because when you put 2 or 3 simple ones together, they're very cool. Oh, what is this one? Let's see. I kind of like this. This is going to be subtle, but it's a little bright. So you don't have to follow everything to the T. I rarely do, but I kind of like that. It perks up this, okay, let's see. And this is a Marks a Lot. I love neon, so as you already know, oops. And just so you know, you'll see bloopers, everything, all kind of things that don't work because that's just how I roll. Once the video goes on, the camera goes on, whatever happens, happens. And I don't edit it, I don't do anything. So what you see is what you get. I figure, that's just better. And I do that in the Art with Adele Academy. I'm going to go over some just a little bit, like two covers. All right, didn't want that. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So that's that one. Let's see what the other side looks like. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see. What's the next one? Actually, that's a good idea. I'll do this. And maybe what I'll do is just do this so I can throw it away. So the next one, I'm just going to take the next one in the pile. All right, let's see what this is. Black and white pattern. Okay, black and white pattern. All right, I'm going to do this, or I will do this one. This is the smaller Posca. I'm going to do this. I'm going to come back in here, kind of just what I did before, and fill in some of these circles. Come off like that. Okay, so that's the black. The white, well, I think I'm going to do the white in paint. Because the white I've learned, and this is how, if you do enough of these, you'll learn the what works and what doesn't. White doesn't do so well on here. So let me take this, and now I'm going to use my regular hand and just kind of fill it in. But I don't like to fill it in totally. Again, I like things organic, but you might like them just really perfection and take your time. These drips do not bother me. I actually like them. Okay, that had some of the black in it, so that's okay too. Everything is okay. It's just feedback and it's learning. All right. Oh, I love these 3 colors. And I love black and white patterns so much, I'm going to do another black and white pattern. I might do an entire book, not today or not this week, on just black and white patterns. And then you can have a whole art book made with just black and white patterns. All right, let's see. Or if you like yellow, yellow and white. If you like red or blue, blue and white. So that's that one. All right, let's put that aside. Now let's see what's next. I think I'm going to do another black and white pattern, but I'm going to do it on something else. Let's see what I'm going to do it on. Do I want it on? I kind of like this color. Hot pink. Okay, so black and white. So I want to do it differently. Pattern. I'm going to go back to my pattern book just for a second to give me some ideas. So here's my pattern book. We already did a lot like that. That, okay. Oh, I like this. Okay, so I'm going to take my inspiration from this one, and I'm going to do black and white pattern. So I'm going to do more of this. I'm going to have got the paint out, so I'm going to do circles like this. Okay. And again, remember, come off the page. It makes your eye go all the way to the edge. It doesn't end up just in here. Very interesting, like it goes on and on. Okay, let's see. And after you do a lot of these, you're going to notice what your typical style is, what colors you choose, what patterns you choose. And you'll see that because you'll do the same thing pretty much over and over. And that's a good thing because it teaches you, oh, okay, that's my unique style. So now let's do the, I want small. These are large, so I'm going to have a small Posca pen, black one. So I like this. I'm just going to go. See how you can just get ideas all over the place? That's why these books really help. Okay. Now I have to think, do I want another black and white pattern? You know, I might. Oh, I'm going to do that off and that off. If I notice that I'm not making it off, then I'll do it again. So I have that one. Okay, now I'm going to do one more black and white pattern. Let's see. I think I'll do this one. This is going to be maybe a cover. It might not be. It might be in the inside. But black and white pattern. I think the thing that came to me was stripes. So that's what I'm going to do. Stripes. I'm going to do this because I want thick stripes. How about if I do this? I'm going to do this. Okay. And then I'm going to go on the inside and do the white. I might have to wait for a minute for it to dry, just a second. I think I'll put it aside just for a minute and let this dry because I do not want, let's see. I want to do it all the way to the edge. There. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put this aside to dry just for a second. And I'll put it up here so it reminds me. Okay, so I think that, and then I'm going to go back with the white. So now I'm going to turn this over. Now what? Just grab another piece. Let's see what happens. What's this one? Pink. Pink. Okay. I think I'm going to paint this whole thing pink. That's what it's going to be. And I like, there are different kinds of pinks. I like kind of a hot pink. So it's the alizarin crimson. And if you want it dark pink, I don't know. Let's just try it out. And I'm going to get a bigger, this size. So I'm going to, do I want it that or that? Okay. I kind of like that. Kind of Pepto-Bismol-y. Okay, so I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. Pink. Okay, let's go pink. And there are a million different pinks. So you have to experiment with whatever red you have and do examples of them. So you know, oh, if you want that kind of pink, you use that red and that white and maybe something else. Okay, let's see. We've got this. Almost, you see, sometimes you can just do one whole one and then later you can come back and do something on it. Okay, that's my pink. Let's put this aside. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm going to put this back over here. All right, now, here's another one. Here's a yellow. All right, let's see what this is. Dark blue. Okay, do I think I want dark blue? This, I don't want dark blue on this one, so I'm going to switch this. Oh, this looks like it has some blue on it already. So I'm going to do a dark blue on this. Now, what should I do dark blue? Again, let's see. Or if there's anything in here, I like simple, so that's all over. I kind of like, oh, I could do this meandering line. I like this. Circles, let's see what else. Oh, I like these lines. Okay, that's gonna be it. So I'm gonna do those lines in dark blue. All right, let's see, I'm gonna put this aside. See how you can get all kinds of different ideas anywhere. This is a dark blue on this one, so I'm gonna do this, but I know kind of the pattern, kind of a wavy line, and just gonna keep it going. Doesn't have to follow that. It can go another way. Change things up. How about that? Yep. Again, off the page, come on in here. Cool, I like that. Okay, done. Very cool. Look at those, how be together. Okay. Okay, this is very hard to stop, you all, because once you get started, it is really hard to stop. I have all these. I am going to stay and just do all of them, or the most that I can. All right, let's see. So, white. I was going to do white in between here, because this is the black and white pattern. Now, I still like this kind of manila look, but I'm just going to do, is it this one? Which kind of paintbrush? What size? I think this one that I used with the pink might be the best. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. Okay, so I'm going to start over here and just see what happens. Okay, and I personally love and welcome accidents or things that you don't plan on, because I don't believe in accidents, or mistakes. It just helps you loosen up, and I think that's really important. And see how cool it is when you see, look at the edges. Now, in between these, it makes it so much more interesting than just a straight line. And the black is kind of mixing in. Okay, let's go with whatever it is. And you can change it later. You can change your whole thing. Nothing is a problem. These, not a problem. Okay, let's just keep going. I love the edges. I used to do lots of really striped paintings, and I learned that I like having the edges kind of like this. It just makes it really interesting. I don't know why this brush holds this. I guess I could do this, but I kind of like these random streams of paint. All right, let's see. So that one's done. So I have a lot of black and white pattern, and I like that. So look at this. Okay. Ooh, we're collecting some really cool things. So now, let me close this. Oh, I know, I wanted to do one thing to make sure I showed you one thing in particular. And which should I do it on? Maybe I'll do it on this. Let's see, let me look through here. Actually, I'm gonna do it on this. And what I'm gonna do is, I like asemic writing, which means that it doesn't mean anything. I'm not going to write art book. I'm going to write, I just take it and then kind of twist my pencil and go all over, kind of like you're writing or scribbling. Think of scribble. That's the best way. And remember, go off the page and just think of like one continuous line, up and down. You can follow, cross over, and go again, off the page, on the page. I love this. If I want to add something else later, I can, but I just wanted to, I wanted to make sure, I love type. And so I wanted to make sure I have a couple of these. I might do, and I know, I'm going to show you something else that I just love. Okay, and remember, I like to end it. So that's cool. Okay, so we have that one. Now, what else? Let's see. A red and white. Okay, I know. Oh, no, not this one. Where's that red one? This one. I'm going to show you something that I do. Again, those of you who are in Art with Adele know this already. But I am going to turn this on the side. Actually, I'll tear this off and put this on the side for just a minute. And you're going to, again, we're going to use the saran wrap. So I basically do that writing like this. And then because I want to make it, I want to do this whole thing, so I'm going to do 2 rows of it. And hopefully, again, make it big enough so some things will go off the page. So that, let me show you what to do next. Now, we can do the same thing. I'm going to stretch this way over and just press down. You can press lightly or hard. If I press lightly, I'll get more of the script showing like that. Then I'm going to pick it up, move it over here, and just kind of let it down, and then go like this. Press it down over here. And then pick this up, just like that. And if you want to add more down here, just take this same one and place it here, like, okay, we're going to do it here. And you have more on here. There you go. So I'm trying to show you as many different techniques as I can. So that's that one. Okay. What's next? Oh, let's go back to the prompts. And I'll put this over here. You know, since I have this on here, I'm going to take this. Let me take a look. Do I want to do it on a yellow? I kind of like it on the yellow. So I'm just going to do this. What was the other one? Oh, a red. So I'm not going to waste this. I'm just going to put this up here. Go like this. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to do it again because I want to fill up this page. Going to do it down here. Voila. Okay, done that. Okay, seems like we're having a lot of yellows. So now let me put this aside and keep going. Let me put this over here. Let's get back to prompts. Let's see what else. Oh, and I have all these. So, oh yeah, green. Oh, let's do the prompts. Okay. 4 dots. 4 dots. Now I'm going to do, what do I think of when I think of dots? 4, maybe I'll do 4 times 4, just to make it different, okay? And what's going to go on, black would look good on this. What about a dark blue? What about this blue? I like interesting combinations. So I am going to do, well, no, that's not going to show up enough. So I'm not going to do that. How about, this is a dark blue. How do I like that? Okay. And you know, just by doing that, I'm going to do this. This is going to count as a dot. It's not a filled in dot. It's kind of a scribble dot. Okay. Oh, I like that. I get so excited by everything. You'd think that I only just started painting, but not. I've been doing it for 100 years. Okay, so I'm going to do a different one over here, but these work. So now I'm going to do a lighter one. Which one? Which one? Maybe a green. Maybe, let me see what this looks like. Would this work? Oh, no, I don't think so. Because I want it to show up. I kind of like that. I don't have a lot of green. And now you see, look what happened. 4 dots turned into squiggle or squiggle dots. This you can interpret as dots. And again, that's the whole thing. Whatever comes up to you, off the page. Off the page. Okay. That's cool. I like that. Now, no, they're not 4, and no, I'm not going to count them. So, okay, next, let's see, 4 dots. Now, we just have a couple more to actually do for this one, and then we'll have, then we've got back and forth. Let me take another one of these, random. Pink rectangle. Okay, this might be cool for a pink rectangle. I like pink and red. Okay, done. Oh, so we're going to mix pink. So let's mix pink with the other, not the hot pink. This is naphthol red. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. And this is a good one to do it on because you have the light and the dark, so it's going to look very different on each one. And I want kind of a rectangle. So I want kind of a straight, Oh, you know what? I think I might do this one. No, it's too big. This size seems to be a good size for the size that I'm doing for the papers. Okay, so let's mix this up. Pink rectangle. I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna mix a little bit more. I'm gonna put some white. Do you want again, and pink can be barely pink, or it can be just red pink. And do I like that, or, well, it doesn't matter. Remember, I want to just, if you stop and you hear yourself going, do I like that or not like that, forget about it, okay? I'm going to put this here. Okay, this is rectangles. Oh, and look, see, I noticed that I didn't start on the, I wanted to do the edge. Sometimes you forget that. So when you recognize it, just do it. I'm going to try to do it at the bottom. And I think I'll do a different pattern over here. Uh-oh. Okay, so this one is not going to have it to the edge. All right. But I could do it here. Now I'm going to do something that's different, where I'm going to add, for this side, I'm going to add mostly, let me take this out. Oh, sometimes these get clogged. Okay, so say I want this one, I'm going to have this barely pink. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and mix it in here. Maybe just a little more, because it's going to be on this white. Yeah, and now, you see, I'm going to start at the edge. I like that. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. And then I'm going to start over here, this edge. Pink rectangles. And I'm glad look at the difference. Look at all these colors. Man, when you make these books, you're going to be so thrilled that you've got all these incredible colors to look back at. You're going to think, oh, maybe I like those two combinations, or this combination, or wow, this is a great subtle combination. Okay. And I mean, please do me a favor, you guys. Comment if you like this. Please tell me what you like about it. If you're doing the papers, what part is the fun part? I love hearing from you. I read everything and respond to everything. And a bot does not respond. It's me. You hear from me. So, okay. Love that. Okay. Wow. All right, let's see. So we've got that. Now, let's just finish these two papers. And random, 2 different patterns. Okay, 2 different patterns. Well, this is big, so I'm going to do this one. 2 different patterns. 2 different patterns. All right, let me take a look at all these. 2 different patterns. I'm going to... Well, I had this out, so I'm going to use this. And that's the other thing. Just take a look at what's already on here, and it's going to be in a... Look how the pink on the white and the red that I just did is going to be very different than what I did here. So for patterns, I don't know. I'm just doing dots, because that's the first thing that came to mind. And you might decide, I like this, and I'm not going to do another pattern. That's fine too. It's all interpretation. There are no rules. The only rule, yes, there is a rule. You got to have fun. You got to laugh, and you got to have fun, and be playful. Because if you don't do that, you kind of can tell in the painting, I think. Okay, let's see. All right. What? And I just listen to your instinct. For instance, while I'm doing this, I'm actually looking at this light pink, and I like it on here. So I'm going to go back and do light pink, whatever this is. It's kind of a cross between a dot and a rectangle. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I need to make a bigger one of those. So, and I'm going to get a much smaller brush. Let's see. Smaller brush. That's okay. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to add white. Okay, I'm going to add white. I'm going to add white to this. Let's see. And whatever it is, it is. And I'm going to do this. So let's see. Okay. And I can take some of this. I always try to mix up a ton of stuff that's already on the palette. So we're going to have a light. And that's not light enough. I want more of a contrast. So I'm going to add, boy, I'm going to have to use pink on whatever it is I'm doing next because I've got a big wad of pink right here. So I'm going to pull this off to the side and see if I can, okay. Now, I'm going to start over here again. Okay, I kind of like that. Oh yeah, I catch myself. But I pretty much like everything. There's very few things that I really don't like because it teaches me something. Like, oh, I love that combination or whatever. Yeah, I'm glad that I decided to do the two different ones. And maybe this, one of these I could make into a pink book. And that's the great thing. You can make these art books are for you to use any way you want to. Any more? Let's go off the page. Where have I not gone off the page? Down here. Yeah, down here. Okay, that's that one. Love that. Okay. Wow, we're kind of just getting going, but now this is the last one I'm going to do today. And then tomorrow we're going to do something else, and that's going to be, well, I'll tell you that in a minute. I'm going to do this. I can get distracted. So one more prompt. 3 circles. I'm going to take a couple prompts, and pick which one. Splotch of red, close your eyes and make marks, dash of orange, turn your painting and continue. Okay, close your eyes and make marks. That's going to be the one I'm going to do. I just have to decide. Now, this is the background, so what do I want on top of it? This is red and white on the other side, and I like red and white. So I'm going to do, this could go in my pink book. So I'm closing my eyes and just making marks. I don't know where I'm going. Just freedom. I'm probably missing the entire page. Okay. Oh, wow, I like that. Very cool. Come on, let's go in there. That's a totally new design. Okay, so that's that one. Now, let's see what we've got today. That's it for today. I'm going to show you a couple things. These were some that I just picked up. Like, I wanted to work on these today. This is just collage papers, and I don't know how they're going to fit in, but I was going to paint. And I like having these different sizes, too. You don't have to have everything in there a size, and I like them torn. So I'm telling you what I'm going to do is I have all this pink on here. So what I'm going to do is do pink on here. That's what I'm going to do. And then that will be the last one. And I think I'm going to do just stripes. Let's use all this. Vertical, horizontal, horizontal. Okay. And I like the brown color, so I want to see it in between. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. And then, yeah, I think I'm using almost all of this paint. This paper bag kind of absorbs a lot more than the other pieces. Now, do I like that thickness? Might want to make it a little bit thicker all the way to the end. Okay. Oh, look at the two colors. I love that. Okay, so this is it for today, you guys. Art, hashtag art with Adele book. Please, please, please tag me and put this down because I look at them and we have another video tomorrow and I want to be inspired and I'll give you a shout out. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.